Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Chef Carl from Cooking and Grilling with Carl. Today I'm going to be making some shrimp and grits, but I'm going to do it with a twist. I'm going to actually fry the shrimp. So this is actually going to be a fried shrimp and grits recipe. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. All right, y'all. So before we get started, let me show you the ingredients I'll be using. I'm using peeled and deveined tail on 13-15 shrimp. That's 13 to 15 shrimp per pound. I wouldn't go anything less than 16/20s, just so they can have some nice size when you fry them. All right. All right. So right here, I'm dicing up about a half a pound of thick cut bacon, applewood smoked. And then I'm going to cut up my vegetables. All right, so right here I'm about to cut up some onions and some bell peppers. All right, so right here I'm chopping up some parsley, and that's just going to be for garnish at the end. All right, so right here I'm just cutting the bottom of the shrimp open. I'm not cutting all the way through. I'm just gonna kind of butterfly them a little bit and open them up. That's gonna help some of that dredge get inside the just get all over the shrimp and just give it a nice crust. And it's gonna help kind of widen the bottom of the shrimp, so for presentation purposes at the end, which you'll see. All right, so right here I'm going with some Old Bay seasoning, some salt, and some ground black pepper. All right, give that a nice mix. All right, y'all, so into a bowl, I'm going in with some Blue Magic fry batter. Now, this fry batter comes from Chef Grubby of the Blue Channel. Also, he has a few restaurants. He has a couple restaurants in California and a couple in Las Vegas. All right. And he actually just recently opened up a fried chicken spot with a couple other chefs. And this is the batter that he uses, the dredge that he uses. And he uses this process. So it's pretty much a wet batter with the fry mix, and then a dry dredge with the same fry mix that's already seasoned. Now I am going to add some seasonings to it, but that's just my preference because I'm looking for a little bit different flavor profile for these shrimp. All right. So like I said, I made a slurry or a batter rather out of Blue Magic fry batter, and now this is going to be the dredging part, the dry part. All right. So like I said, I'm going to just fortify this with a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, a little bit of chicken bouillon, But you don't need to add any of this stuff. The fry batter on its own is incredible. Great for fried chicken. I actually did some shrimp burgers in it. All right. And I'm also going to have the link to his channel and possibly his, if you want to get the Blue Magic fry batter down below. Alright, so this piece of equipment right here is a Tefal self-cleaning electric fryer. I love this piece of equipment. This is, next to having a good knife, I love this fryer. You know, I know I shouldn't be frying everything, and I don't use it that often, but when I do have to fry, this makes life so much easier, and it does it really, really well. It holds temperature, has self-cleaning mechanism, and yeah, I highly recommend this. Maybe I'll be able to put a link down below, maybe an Amazon link or something like that in the description. All right. So as you can see right here, I'm going from the wet batter into the dry dredge and into the fryer. And I have my oil at 350 degrees. Alright, so I just went down to the oil. These shrimp aren't going to take long to cook, even though they're jumbo shrimp, you know, actually a step above jumbo shrimp. They're not going to take long to cook. Once they get golden brown, they're pretty much ready. Alright, as you can see, nice golden brown, nice crust. You can see the seasoning on those. Going up with another batch. And I'm doing this in 3 batches. I didn't want to overcrowd and have my shrimp sticking together and all that stuff and clumping up. So just take your time cooking your shrimp. If you have a large pan, then, you know, maybe you'll be able to cook them all at once. Or maybe you're just not going to be cooking as many as I am. But I'm cooking for my whole family. We're all going to be eating this for dinner tonight. Just give it a shake so the shrimp don't stick to the bottom of the basket. Alright, there you go, the second batch. And as you can see, the pan that I had was lined up with paper towel just so the shrimp can drain, the oil can drain off. Alright, and this is the final batch right here. Alright, so right here I'm going to chop up my garlic. And I got about 5 cloves. And so all these ingredients that you see, the bacon, the diced vegetables, and the garlic, that's going to go into the sauce. Alright, so into a hot pan, I'm going with my bacon first. And I'm going to get that nice and crispy. And then I'm going to remove that from the pan. Alright, so that's what you want your bacon to look like. Now, if you like it crispy, you can cook it to that, you know, crispiness. If you don't like it that crispy, then just undercook it slightly. And here I am taking it out, putting it on a towel to drain. Alright, but, you know, this is a shrimp and grits recipe, so I'm not showing you how to cook bacon, but however you want your bacon, that's how you can cook it. So into that pan with the bacon grease and all the fond that's on the pan, that's going to give it more flavor. I went in with my vegetables. And so I just went with some Old Bay seasoning, a little bit of chicken bouillon, and I'm using the chicken bouillon because I don't have broth, because I'm going to follow this with water, and the chicken bouillon is just going to turn that into chicken broth. Alright, so as you can see, I'm using a rubber spatula, scraping the pan to get all that fond off. The fond is all the bits and pieces of the bacon, which is going to add flavor to the sauce. Alright, so I deglaze with that water. That's going to make everything raise up off that pan and become, you know, part of the sauce, which is going to give it a lot of flavor. And so as you notice, I seasoned my shrimp, I seasoned my flour, my dredging flour. I also seasoned my vegetables. So that's what we call layering flavors. So right here, I just went in with some heavy cream. And I'm going to let that reduce down and thicken up a little bit. And that's going to make a nice creamy sauce for those grits. So as you can see, I'm going in with a little bit of Old Bay, a little bit of crushed red pepper. And now I'm going in with some cold butter, and I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'm going to stir that butter into that sauce. And that's going to make it nice and rich, nice and creamy, and add a nice, you know, buttery element to it. That's going to make it really delicious. So you want to keep stirring that sauce so the butter doesn't break and it becomes, you know, like I said, one with the sauce. So right here I'm making the grits. You know, this is just the way I make my grits. You can make them however you want to make them. Follow the instructions on whatever grits that you're using. I'm using instant grits. Now I know you see a lot of videos on the internet where they use chicken broth. I do not like using chicken broth in my grits. I just like using butter, salt, pepper, and milk. That's it. I feel like the chicken broth and the cheese and all these different things, all these different elements take away from the grits. Alright, so that's the consistency that I'm looking for. Some people like them looser than that. Some people like them thicker than that. But that's the consistency I want. Alright, so right here I'm doing the plate up. Alright, now I'm going down with that sauce. Going down with my crispy bacon. And now I'm going to start putting those shrimp on. And now you can see why I said I wanted a flat bottom so I can stand the shrimp up. And having large shrimp like that is going to really make it look nice, make the plate stand out. And I went down with some chopped parsley just for color. And here you go, fried shrimp and grits. All right, trust me when I tell you, these mugs were delicious. We had them last night, and my whole family loved them. So if you enjoyed this recipe, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and also give the video a thumbs up to let YouTube know that you like my content. I catch you on the next video. This is Chef Carl. God bless. Peace.